Introducing Smoky Red BBQ Doritos. With a loud barbecue taste that'll get the place smoking.
Oh yeah, that's right folks. Today we're going to look at barbecue Doritos from around the world. Comparing, contrasting. We're going to see exactly what this globe has to offer us for the Dorito world of barbecue. We'll be looking at the brand new to the market sweet and tangy barbecue that hit the shelves in the United States. We'll compare that to the identical, or is it, Canadian version of the sweet and tangy that has also hit at the same time. And compare that to the bold barbecue flavored Doritos from Canada that have been around for years and are a main staple flavor up to the north. But then we'll get really wild and we throw in Smokin barbecue flavor from China, if you can read your Mandarin. We're going to take a look at all four of these and see which one truly reigns supreme in the barbecue world. Let's get this going. All right, let's get this barbecue party started. That clip I played in the intro was actually from another long gone flavor of barbecue Doritos, Smokin or Smoky Red Barbecue Doritos from the late 90s. That commercial featured Allie Landry, the Doritos girl. Remember her 15 Minutes of Fame? So those were good and delicious, no longer with us. A couple years after that, they came out with Tailgater Barbecue. That was part of the John Madden football promotion, along with Stadium Nacho, which to this day is one of my favorite discontinued flavors of Doritos. And I don't think they'll ever bring them back, but they were amazing. But let's break down what we got today. I've got 4 different flavors. Well, 3.5. We'll see about the Canadian versus the American version of the sweet and tangy. But let's see what they all are, and then we'll rate them and see how they stack up with each other. So I think I'm going to start with the sweet and tangy. We'll start with the U.S. sweet and tangy, and then we'll kind of compare that with the Canadian version. See how they rate. Smells generally barbecue-like. See what they look like. Here it is. Well dusted. Yeah, I have to say they really are. I definitely get a tang. A sweet and a tang. So there's no false advertising here. The tangy, I'm definitely getting vinegar in there to produce the tang, which is interesting because you don't get a lot of tangy Dorito flavors. Usually not like this. There's never been a salt and vinegar Dorito, for example. That's an interesting idea. But I get that here from a vinegar-based barbecue sauce, which is an interesting way to go about it because you don't really get the tangy barbecue sauce flavored snack foods. It usually goes with the smoky or the sweet. And the sweet is here too, but much more tang than I was ever expecting. All right, let's do the Canadian. All right, here we are. The Canadian version. You know it's the Canadian because it's got the French on there. Sucre really, I'm not going to try. I took Spanish. Smells about the same. Dusting is about the same as well. Huh. First bite was, I would say, a tad more tangy. But that could just be the dusting. It could be they're exactly the same. Let's try it back to the U.S. Yeah, I think they're the same. I was going to say, well, I think the Canadian one's a little more tangy or sweet. I think they're the fucking same. But you never know. Because they usually are made. Canadian Doritos are usually made in Canada, so they're not imported. So you never know what those mad scientist Dorito experts are doing up north. They might get a little crazy. But yeah, I think these are basically the same. They're sweet and tangy. The advertising is holding true. So now let's get a little wild and try the bold barbecue flavor from Canada. So I've had the bold barbecue Doritos from Canada before. Full disclosure, they are possibly my favorite non-American flavor of Doritos out there. And but I haven't had them in maybe 6 months, so you know, whatever. First, look at that dusting. I mean, there's a lot of red going on with these Doritos compared to the sweet and tangy. And I will do a lineup at the end here to kind of show everyone the flavor contrasts. But let's try it here. Yeah, right away, not sweet or as sweet as the other ones. Instead, more smoke flavor and more spice on the back end. Maybe a little cayenne. Definitely got a little more heat to them for sure. Yeah, smoky, some heat. You know, I mean, they're not void of sweetness. No tang, though, at all. But yeah, I like that there's that little back end heat that you don't really get with the other ones. The other ones you get the back end tang instead, which is just, you know, it's a preference. But you know, I don't remember what the smoky red barbecue Doritos from the late 90s tasted like anymore. But these could have been a similar flavor. I believe the Tailgater barbecue, I don't even remember what those were like. I remember them being good. They were probably similar to this too. I think the sweet and tang is a totally new flavor profile for those Dorito scientists. But bold barbecue definitely lives up to the boldness, so I appreciate that. All right, now I'm really excited because we're gonna try the Chinese Doritos Smokin barbecue flavor, and it's got ribs on the picture. I don't know if that means there's gonna be a meaty flair to them or not. But I'm pretty pumped. You know, I ordered these specifically for this video and way overpaid for the size of this bag, but that's okay. It's all for the love of the game, or in this case, the Dorito. So let's break them open. Just open them, and it's an interesting smell. I definitely have a weird meat scent going on here, like bouillon smelling. I'm not sure what I think about that. I don't get a smell of barbecue at all. You know, dusting is lighter than any of the other ones. That's weird. That's a strange flavor going on. I taste some smoke in there, but it really does taste like there's some sort of, like, you know, the bouillon cubes you use for broth, that just different flavors. You can get like a chicken or a pork. It tastes like they dusted that on this Dorito. It's weird. Certainly a hint of sweetness and smoky, but it's strange. I just don't know what to do here. This is, I was going to see what are the ingredients, but I don't know Mandarin, so, and I'm too lazy to get Google Translate out. So I'm just going to have to go on the fact that, yeah, they do taste meaty. I said that in the last segment, but they really do. They taste kind of like a beef rib or pork or something, some sort of meat. And it's just not good. It's weird. No. Here's a quick look at all of them side by side. Sweet and tangy US, sweet and tangy Canadian, bold barbecue Canadian, and the meat chips from China. As you can see, you know, these two the same. Definitely way more bold, and this one less bold than all three because meat dust is just not bold. So yes, in third place, we have what I'm calling the meat chips. Smokin' barbecue flavor from China, not happening. I still have the weird meat seasoning in the back of my throat. No. I don't know what's going on here, not happening. In second place, we've got the sweet and tangy. I really appreciate the boundary pushing in terms of a sweet and tangy flavor. Like I said, you don't get that as much in the barbecue chip world. You know, in both the American and the Canadian, they taste the same. Decent, but no comparison to Bold Barbecue from Canada. These things are delicious. The balance of smoke without being campfired is great because you don't want to, you know, you don't want that. A little sweetness, but not cloyingly sweet, and a nice kick of some sort of heat in the back end really, really puts this over the top. If you're near Canada, go buy some. If you're not, you're going to have to deal with the sweet and tangy. And if you're in China, don't buy these. Simple as that. Till next time, we'll see ya. Okay, girls, who wants a meat chip? Oh, yeah. Straight from China, just for my dogs. Enjoy.